Wahanazo. Hakmuruna as from day one. Our forefathers suffered the same thing. Makepere de very hisinana. Hanchani may take the chunk of their meat. No waste lives, youths. The governor may go on, governor Benin State may go on. Na koi fesoria. Only folk na state I tell the APC. Ana kwoni maneku. Kede bendi gwaye Ndi emias oku hakure kerezu. Make articles ready kuti ya akpochi ya yazo okure bo munni akwu. Ndi ofe mwanu ku oku asege na oba nka kwuru nka. Oba nka kwuru nka hakuru ofu ebe. Mana onye ana no onye na ani Igbo so si Igwe achebe. Isi Igwe achebe ebe ka Igwe ndị ọzọ nọ ebi na ha moto nye ha certificate. Igwe ndị gọvanọ nyere akwụkwọ. Political Igwe onwe ọzọ na-ekwu okwu. No governor so okwu ife sori ya no. Mana Atiku kwuru okwu former vice president of governor. So maka na egburu Deborah Samuel. Okwu delete the tweet. Gonare the whole Nigerians. If no boom nni ya n'obi. Mana na nwanna ya nwoke kpughere ife niile a na-eme kịta ka aka ji unjustifiably. Ne ya ka eji Jona ama arapụ ya ka o wee bụ na emecha election. Ọ bụrụ na ikweta na ya ana, anyị arapụ ya. Maka ife ka ọ na-agbarụ mbụ ya. Ọ nwanye ka ọ kụcha na. Anyị kweta na ya na ọ ya arapụ ya. Eso m akwado nwanne nwoke Peter Obi mana agwana m unu. Kama anyị anabata n'ụzọ, ọkamma na kama ọ ya aba anyị nọ n'obodo a emenụ na ha ya ọkụ n'ụzọ ọkamma na anyị nabara mba anyị. No place like home.
Visit our YouTube channel, God's Agenda TV, to watch all our inspirational videos. Remember to hit the notification button, subscribe, like, and share. God's Agenda Production.
Now, not tomorrow, not ever, until Biafra is restored. Then our work is done. I want us to be very, very vigilant. They will do everything. You know, they're changing their SIM card already. This nonsense is because of Biafra agitation. They think they can cage everybody. And what pains me is that most of the journalists in Nigeria, I don't know from which planet they came from, some of them, hardened agents of repression, serving Fulani, or without knowing they're serving Fulani, they think they're having fun, writing rubbish. They think they're serving Fulani.
Write 20 journalists in the zoo and ask them to become president of Nigeria. 20 multiply their brain power by 10, factor of 10, and then force them to operate the 1999 constitution with the governance system that is enshrined in it. We shall fail spectacularly. The problem of Nigeria can never be resolved by personnel changes. The system is designed with impunity undergirding it, and it can never deliver anything positive to the Nigerian peoples. Be those Yoruba, Hausa, Igbo, Fulani, whatever they care to be. Make an Igbo man president of Nigeria in 2023 and force him to operate the 1999 constitution. Complete waste of time. Igbo will continue to suffer the brunt of the wickedness of the Nigerian state. Every Nigerian is rendered stateless by the 1999 constitution. It is an iniquitous, wicked, and evil document. It has nothing good for the Nigerian people. And the longer we continue to fool ourselves believing, and let me enter one quick caveat. Our rulers are actually very intelligent.
God, Nigeria must sit up, write objectively and the truth. If because you want Tinubu to become president so he can benefit, because of that you don't want to do the work to be independent, because of that you don't want Biafra to be independent. Let me, as somebody quite rightly said a while back, all of them, from Ibu, from Fulani, from Biafra, from Oduduwa, all their political class, they are in it because of what they can gain, not because they love you. It's because of their tone. It's like a cozy old boys network. They know what they're doing. Ordinary people are suffering. Their own children are going to school abroad, having fun, the best medical care, and you are an idiot with 2,000 naira data supporting them. Had French people behaved the way that you're behaving in the zoo called Nigeria, do you think that France will be developed? France, they had I keep telling you this all the time, this UG, I don't know why they don't understand it. You can never go forward without a revolution. France had it. Britain, you see, United Kingdom, revolution was there, led by Oliver Cromwell. In America, George Washington led a revolution. In Russia, there was a revolution. In China, Chairman Mao led a revolution. Everywhere in the world, there are people who have moved forward. There was a revolution. But in your own case, yes, son, don't even try it. There is no law. Which law established Fulani banditry? Somebody will come and be raping your wife and you're quoting the law. You're quoting the law. But anyway, some of you take your mothers and go and do ritual. So you don't have any soul anymore. You live in Abuja, you live in Lagos. You people you have no soul. You're not human. You are not human anymore. That's why if you can use your mother to do ritual, who would you sell out? Who will you not sell out? All these slaves in Lagos and in Abuja talking about the Shego Blessed Day. Do you think you can bring down IPOB? Oh dear, how foolish some people are. With that, we have come to the end of our program this very evening. As I said before, there are many things we are doing. We are not at liberty to announce live on air. A lot of things are happening and we're moving forward. But you know that any great army in this world marches on its stomach. For us to sustain ESN, they have to eat. We have to clothe them. Every blessed day, they have to look very neat. They are in our bushes fighting to protect our heritage and our homeland. And we must support them. We must. All the way from Cross River to Edo State, we must support them to defend our land. Or else, they are coming from Mali. Don't say it from you. Sadwana of Otubo, maybe very soon there'll be Sadwana of Benin City, or Sadwana of Ishekiri, or Sadwana of Monogoan. Then you know you've arrived. You see, Uche, he's a dead man walking. Thank you very much for listening. Until next time, when Facebook, of course, doesn't matter what Facebook does. This year is going to be very remarkable. It's going to be an open hunting season for saboteurs this year, because Biafra must come, because Chukwukikabiyama said so. Wherever you are around the world, you must remain resolute, determined, and very firm in your belief that Biafra is your right. Biafra existed before Britain was created by Norman conquerors, and it shall exist again, and with it freedom for all in Black Africa and beyond. Until next time, from me, from here, it is good evening. Wonderful people, great Biafrans, wherever you are on the face of this very planet, once again we welcome you to our live
We answer your name, O Lord of hosts. Everything about us is designed to offer glory unto thee. We have atoned for our sins last year. This very year we have not only atoned for our sins, we have spilled, we have shed blood, they have shed our blood. We have let our sacrifice be made unto thee. Even on the 30th of August, as we are being felled by the bullets of the enemy, by the workers of iniquity and of darkness, we remain very strong today to beckon upon thee, to ask you for your mercy and for your grace, to ensure that your kingdom is restored upon the face of the earth, that you can bring your healing hand to bear upon the life of those of them that you created for one singular purpose, and that purpose alone, which is to worship you in truth and in every honesty, is
presentation on this glorious platform, this radio Biafra, on this day, Wednesday, the 3rd day of March, in the year of almost High Elohim 2021. The time now is exactly 3 minutes past 7 p.m. in the blessed land of Biafra, 3 minutes past the top of the hour, regardless of where you are, where you're listening to us from. I welcome each and every one of you, and as I welcome you, please try as much as possible to welcome those around you. Because I am not able to come to you live on Facebook, my private page and my fan page, because anytime they know there are difficult issues to be dealt with and that I'm going to preach, they look for a reason to suspend my account for even a few more days. That's what they do now on a regular basis. I do not blame them, but my only prayer is that all those people working for Facebook from different ethnic nationalities around the zoo, may Fulani, Janjaweed, bandits locate you and your family. The day they will find you and your family, you will understand the importance of the work that IPOB is doing. You will then appreciate the enormity of the task regarding awareness that Radio Biafra is here to propagate. It is for your own safety, but some of you will not understand because you're black people and you do not reason very well. But here we are doing all we can to ensure that our people can reason very well, and I'm glad to say that they are beginning to reason well. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night to some of you. Not minding the shenanigans of Facebook and their likes, we are transmitting live and direct to the entirety of humanity this very evening, morning, noon or night, depending on where you are, because we are on IPOB community radio. It doesn't cost you anything. We know that some people, or should I say most others in Nsukka, they are listening to us this very evening in the blessed land of Biafra. We are also on Radio Biafra app. We are on tuning. We are on FM. We are on satellite. We are everywhere. And also we are on Twitter. If you go to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, you will be able to follow this very event. This very evening we have come here to preach the gospel of truth, the gospel of enlightenment, the gospel of hope. Because right from the onset we have remained whiter than white and whiter than snow, unblemished. Unblemished. That is why every endeavor, every venture that we dabble into, insofar as this restoration is concerned, Chukwu Kikabia has always been there to bless us. And things are happening today thanks to the grace of Almighty in our lives, because we are clean and shall continue to be so until Biafra is restored and beyond. My name is Nnamdi Kanu. I am the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, the largest mass movement on the face of this very earth. Those who were born to restore Biafra. Those who do not listen or pay attention to any distractions, they are focused on that very single objective, to restore the kingdom of heaven upon the face of this earth, to bring light where currently, should I say presently, there is darkness all across the black world. We have come to fulfill the scriptures. We have come to fulfill the will of the Father in heaven. We have come to complete that very assignment which our eternal leader started, which is to restore Biafra in our time, in truth and in every honesty. I am the director of Radio Biafra and Biafra Television, and by the very special grace of God Almighty in heaven himself, Chukwu Kikabia Mapremi Henine, a servant of the wonderful people of Biafra, we are going to pray, and then after that we shall discuss, we shall teach,
22.
we shall lecture.
Therefore, please invite your friends and well-wishers, even your enemies, onto this hallowed platform where we preach enlightenment, where we preach knowledge, wisdom, understanding, where we preach liberation. Do not deny even your enemies of this hallowed platform. I am here with some comrades. Umu Chineke Ekerona is here with me. Before I go into reading some news headlines or headlines that make news, please, I will bring them to introduce themselves, because after the introduction I will read and analyze just few news headlines before bringing them also in again. Mazi, okay, please, over to you.
Okay, Max Jonathan Grieving from here. There was a global down in Yeah, I remain okay for the Nosi work on okay, and I hear from Omaka. Omaka is in Nolo, province of Biafra land. I'm resident here in Warsaw, Poland. There were.
Mazi, over to you, please. Mazi Donald. Mazi, can you hear me?
Dr. Donald, can you hear us? Unmute yourself.
Unmute, please.
Dr. Donald, can you hear us? He's connected. I don't know.
Yes. Okay, if that's the case, we continue until he hears, because he is not muted anyway, but we must continue because as I said, once again I welcome each and every one of you today here on this hallowed platform. We are never tired of talking. We should be never tired of preaching. We should, contrary to what some mischievous people want us to do, to remain mute. You know, I used to ask, we are talking and it is like this. What of when we keep mute? When Radio Biafra keeps mute? How do you think that things should be or will be? Therefore, as our leader, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was never distracted or frustrated from speaking. That is why you and I today, we are here even speaking the way we do, because one man took it as a responsibility in order to continue hammering. Sometimes it seems that you're hammering, you are talking to deaf ears, but that is not the truth. I could remember in history, prior to Cuban Revolution of Fidel Castro, he saw it as the way, the only way. He bought transistor radio transmitter, because that time there was nothing like this type of technology. Now he entered into the jungle, the Cuban jungle, a remote part of the mountain, and hid himself and started talking to people. Tiny place. You know, revolution normally starts with either one person or a tiny group of people, few people. That is why, like, some people think that everybody must join this. No, there are some people that are, you know, they are repenting even maybe two weeks him. Where do you come from? I'm a Deltan. What tribe are you? I'm South. Do you see how foolish? If not for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who would this pastor have known about it? Or Hanez and Dibo, they don't care. They didn't care about the split, cracking of our people by the caliphate for their convenience. They don't care. They didn't care. What matters to them is their political position. This man now in a church, I'm watching the clip on Atom, being, you know, attended by thousands of worshippers. He called the boy. He said, "What is your name?" He said, "Francis, or be frank." "What is your surname?" He said, "Chikadibia, Emeka Chikadibia." "Where do you come from?" Delta." "What tribe are you?" South. Do you see? Sometimes I say, what terrible thing that happened to our people to the extent like this? To the extent, you see, Germany that even attacked the whole world. Germany during the Second World War, that committed atrocities, attacked the whole world. They were defeated, but they never even, you see Germans today being proud of who they are. You didn't, that shame of atrocities they committed against people, gypsies, against Jews, against black people, their motive, very racial hatred motive against Africans, it didn't make them to even deny who they are today. They're still proud to be Germans. But lo and behold, people that are victims, you see, we are, fractured into pieces. Igbo people now start answering, say they are not Igbo. Kadibia say he is not Igbo man. Where do you come from? I'm a Deltan. How do you say go in your language, local language? Do you have local language? Yes. How do you say go? Gaba. How do you say come? Bia. Do you have 4 market days? Yes. What are their names? And for Unko Eke Orie. And you say you are not Igbo. You are Deltan. You see that there is terrible thing that happened. It is highly terrible. I'm telling you honestly. And that man of God, that I call him man of God, I am proud of him. He restored that man. Somebody that he has parents, he has father, uncles that supposed to know better, but instead they teach their children lies, falsehood, make them to deny their natural identity. They speak pure Igbo. They speak Igbo. He speaks Igbo. He has no other language except Igbo. But he will tell you, where do you come? Which tribe you come from? I'm from South. Don't you think that there is something terribly wrong? That is what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu started curing, and we continue it today. I don't know whether Mazi Donald, are you here? Can you hear me?
Yeah, Donald is here.
Please introduce yourself before I continue, because I want to read some news headlines before we continue. Go on, please.
Oh, thank you for this opportunity. My name is Dr. Donald Azubike. I'm from Mumwaya, Obakala, in Biafra land. I'm currently the coordinator of Washington, D.C., USA. Ndewo.
Ndewo, Mazi.
No.
So, as I was saying before, if these men of God, we imagine that all these teachings in churches, in religious gatherings, these people are talking like this, have been speaking like this. Do you think that our people's mentality would have been rotten like this? The answer is no. He has rescued one person, or more than one person. That man of God, that is a real man of God, where you speak the truth. You cannot speak without knowing. That is it. You cannot give what you don't know. And all this knowledge was brought up, inspired by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in this hallowed platform. So when we speak, don't think that the people are not listening. Humanity is listening. That is the reality. Therefore, I will go into reading some news headlines. The first is this. Is July 13th news. That is today's news. The caption says, how Ansaru terrorists walked freely with AK-47 rifles in Kaduna communities during Salah, asked residents to rebel against Nigeria government. Let me read a bit, please. Members of the Ansaru terrorist group are now openly preaching rebellion against the Nigerian government in many villages of Birningware local government area of Kaduna State. According to Daily Trust, people in the affected communities say that the terrorists were carrying out the rebellious preaching as part of the activities to mark this year's Eid al-Kabir festival. It was reported that the terrorists were trying to convince the locals to accept their kind of religion, which abhors democracy, Western education, and respect for constituted authorities. Recall that over 2 months ago, during the Eid al-Fitr festival, the terrorists has gone around communities in the state and shared candies and other edibles such as Salah gifts, but at this time they took time to interact with the locals, persuading them to acquire arms and launch a rebellious attack on the government while assuring them of protection against bandits. Do you see what is happening? Do you see how terrorists are openly occupy communities in parts of the north? And it doesn't worry Nigeria. It doesn't worry them. Do you understand? Because, do you know why? Those in power, the caliphate in power, they share the same ideology. Do not forget that why Ansaru ISWAP come out or was created was to counter Shekawi, Boko Haram, Shekawi's Boko Haram, because the late Buhari and other emir sultan that formed Boko Haram made it what it is today. Their aim was to use it in order to continue colonizing Nigeria through Islamization. But you know, sometimes when you you can give a monkey a tea to drink. That is not the problem. But how can you retrieve the cup? There lies the problem. After drinking the tea. When Shekawi, let's Shekawi, whether it's really late or out of the scene like that, who knows? When he acquired power and support, he started acting with the drugs, he's taking everything. For them, they felt that he is also killing fellow Muslims. So they warned him that he should stop killing fellow Muslims. Collateral damage. And he continues. That is where they brought out these people, ISWAP and Saru, in order to make sure that for them, they are pure. You know, anyone that comes out, they come in a normal way that, you know, they stick to the rule. All they kill are non-Muslims. That is the thing. Look, these are the people that are continuing the fight of Ottoman and Fodio. So, every Fulani Caliphate member, Cabal, Emir, all, they are in support of these terrorist groups. It doesn't matter whether any of them come up to do lip service, play lip service on the air or in the public. They are supporting them because this is how they continue the fight, the colonization that was started by Ottoman Dan Fodio, which Ahmad Bello chided them never to distract themselves, that they should focus on the visions of their great-grandfather Ottoman Dan Fodio. That is what is happening. They are not bombing them. They are not sending Nigerian military. Terrorists are working, controlling many villages in Kaduna, in Zamfara, in many parts of the north. And you are there, behaving as if everything is okay. Because when you look around you say, nah, the way our people behave. I used to hammer it here. Now we're on ground, nothing is happening. You people are spreading. What are you talking? Nothing is happening. He will start from where he is and watch maybe the 100 meters that his eye can fix, and everything is working, everybody is going normal, and he call you and say, but what are you talking? Nothing is happening. That is the fault, the weakness of an average Igbo person. This is what killed Agi Ironsi. Looking with his own eye, what his own eye can see immediately, that is what matters to him. That is what he calculates always. Oh, now what are you naming? I day here now, I'm in charge. Look at what is. He never take time to listen to the environment. Because sometimes when you cool down and listen to the situation, you hear something. I mean, the A will tell you something. But our people, what matters to them is that thing they can see. Now, nothing is happening. Do you understand? Little by little, the terrorists are taking over from the north. They are coming. They are coming. Little by little, Nigeria is being handed over to them. Little by little. When you tell some of our people, they play down on it. That is the most frustrating part. They play down on it. Imagine how they are killing our people in the whole of Biafra land. In Iguacha, in Imo, in Abia, in Enugu, everywhere, Ebony, everywhere. Cross River, Akwa Ibom. How the Nigerian military, Boko Haram in military uniform, how they saturate everywhere. Why? Because that is occupation. But where the terrorists are really working freely in the north, it is here in this news. It is here in Kaduna. They are preaching. They don't hide it. They are enforcing the law, telling the people to rebel. That the same preaching of Ottoman Danfodio. Why do you have to rebel against your king? King Ham, is it, what is his name? Is it Hamza? Do you understand? That they should rebel against him because he's not a good Muslim. That they should only obey Allah. That is what Ottoman Danfodio started, and that is what they are continuing. But the Nigerian military are nowhere to be found. Do you understand? Okay, let me also read here, because I'll bring in my brothers for them to take over. It's Sri Lanka. Yes. Okay. A Sri Lankan president flees country on military jet. That is people's power. That is right. People's power. This is one thing people don't understand in Nigeria. People act according to the limits of their understanding. Ignorance is the main problem in Nigeria. Do you understand? Is the population. They went in Columbus, capital of Sri Lanka. They went to the prime ministers, that is presidents of Asorok of Sri Lanka. Let me put it like that so that you understand. They didn't go there to. You didn't see people stealing, looting. No, They went there with a common objective. Why? Because of hardship. Because price of things are going high. Now, people that cares, people that understands their power, they say no, we cannot be suffering. We that are the population, and all these politicians are there, going on big cars, and we'll be watching them. No, it cannot happen. And everybody saw what happened on social media. Hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people gathered as one man, and they came. There is nothing you can do. How many military can you, or police, how many people, if you want to shoot, how many can you kill? But do you know one thing? The Sri Lankan police, they were with the people, because they understand that what the people we are fighting for is also, they are part of the people. That is one, in Nigeria is a devilish, demonic place. I'm telling you honestly. Everybody is acting as if he's a different person, that it doesn't concern them. That is why, look at the military. Some time ago, the military were crying, Nigerians, please help us to talk to come out to help us protest against, so that the federal government will pay us. And these are the people that when they see people protesting, they will shoot them. They will order them to kill, and they shoot, and they are happy. Remember Lekki Beach massacre. Remember Obibo. Remember everywhere in our land. People that are protesting for everybody's good life. But in Sri Lanka, it wasn't like that, because the people, they are enlightened. They understand. They understand. They are not like in Nigeria. Nigerians are like a very backward people that are still in 10th century. Very backward set of human beings. You see everywhere people have gone. Civil defense gone. Military gone. Big guns. Police gone. Boy Scout gone. Everybody gone. But where is security? No security. When people rise up in order to protest, at least for electricity, at least for one thing, they will order the zombies. Fela call them zombies in military uniform to shoot them, and they will be happy. Killing a bloody civilian. It's only in Nigeria I hear they use that word on citizens. Citizens that should be the backbone of a country. They call them a ridiculous name. You reduce them to bloody civilians, and people are happy about it. Sri Lankan president, he ran away to tell you that president will come and go, but the people remains, because they are the people. Only if the people understand their power. Only. In the Bible, you saw when Moses, they reached, when he was with the people of Israel, the Israeli public at that time from Egypt, on reaching at the edge of Red Sea, there was sea in front, mountains both sides, and the enemy Pharaoh coming with alacrity from the back, pursuing them. No place, no way. No, everywhere blocked. And Moses started crying, shouting, start speaking in tongues, calling God to come and help them. Oh, do you know why he was doing that? Because he was ignorant. He didn't know that he has power. That is what the people, the Nigerian population, they are suffering because they didn't know the power they possess. They are ignorant. That is the thing. And the criminals we call politicians, they make use or they benefit from the ignorance, and they enlarge the ignorance every day, so that people will continue being ignorant. But here we preach enlightenment. Therefore, I don't know, I want to come to my brothers. I don't know whether you have anything to say from here. Now you continue, please. Over to you, Mazi, please.
Okay, Mazi, thank you, Mazi. I have a few things to say before I hand over to Mazi, Dr. Donald. Yeah, Mazi, thank you for the enlightenment. Now, let me firstly, Mazi, the Zion Ministry, Ebukobi, is doing a wonderfully work. Yes, I followed live. I was live there when he was asking that our brother Osakwe Chugo Kadibia from Ndokwa about his origin. If he even asked that guy 2 or 3 times, are you an Igbo? He said no. He said no, because we love him and we are following him and we appreciate him because Mazi, if all the men or so-called men of God and ministers should be doing the need for opening our people's eye, Mazi, I think we'll go a long way.
Of course.
We love that our brother. He's doing a wonderfully work, both to uniting families. Mazi, that the only man I follow up. If you want that guy program, broken home, educating people in a way. Of course, I never had a mother for this from all I know. We appreciate him, let him keep on the good work, continue to educate our people. Yeah, Mazi, there is something I want to bring to the notice of the whole world, especially IPOBians, about the atrocities of Hope Osodimba in Imo State. And the funniest thing is that Hope Osodimba took our gears in Nata. Moonlight at night, gears, 7 of them. He got them arrested. And unfortunately, when they took them to CID, DSS or whatever, the commissioner of police in Imo State told them that the lawyer that this is illegal arrest, they must release it. By then they were in Omuma local government. Hope also didn't review that in as much as they are formal and especially in Jaba, in Ata, that will not release all of those girls. And as we speak now, one of the girls is pregnant, Chiamaka Okoro. She's pregnant inside DSS in Owerri now. And I have to call their names, 7 of them. Let me call this name because it's very important. Maybe for some people who are looking for their daughters, they don't know where they are. I have to mention their names now, 7 of them. Number 1 in this list is Chidera Amefla. Number 2 is Olebube Uzoma. And number 3, Chidimma Oba. Number 4 is Favor Azike. And number 5 is Chiamaka Okro, the one that is pregnant now in DSS or whatever. And number 6 is Chineze Ezike. And Nusoma Ezike. I think these ones are family or their brothers or sisters. They are sisters, they are from the same family, from the son name Ezike. Mazi, this matter, anyway, I'll send it to Chinasa. We'll discuss about that. But I know something has to be done about this. Because what they are doing in Biafra land, they don't do it in the north. You can see what you read now in Kaduna. They are parading with AK-47, talking to their people. And El-Rufai is recruiting people, vigilante, more than 1,000 at a go. Because you know that whatever you sow, you must reap. That monster he planted has grown. But in the east of the country, in Biafra land, they are chasing our people left and right, and our people is helping them, facilitating them, taking them house to house. But one thing is sure, whether you like it or you don't like it, this Munigezo. These people are coming out and the people are bringing them to our land. And if you see what this idiot in Imo State want to do now, you want to do a military parade in Imo. What is that? What does that mean? I think we have brothers and sisters who are in the military. Even those of them in America, anywhere, serving, they can come and explain all this thing for us. Because Biafra land is a quiet place. Look at all. It's no-go area. Imo State is no-go area. Mazi, do you remember when they were making the FM, Federal Medical Center, where and Aladima made a public press release that their mortuaries are filled up? And if you look down, you can see those people that are doing left and right. This happened in Imo State, our own Imo State. It's no-go area again for everybody. Biafra land and our people, especially those of them in America. Those are our brothers in America. Well, I know why I'm hammering America, Mazi, 24 hours. Because if they have HAUSA in America, this is all is about 12 local government. If they wake up alone, America can solve this mess. Because all these useless governors, look at Obiano the other day, he handed over. Within 1 hour he tried to leave. But he never knew they are waiting for him. All of them, their end result is to go to America. I finish my turn, I will run to America. And those are brothers in America, when they are coming, local government chairman. They are abetting this thing that is happening in Biafra land. We are encouraging them to wake up. Because if you're in America, you have your mansions in Biafra land. I remember when we found the Ndiolo 2018, and we started shouting, if you have social people in there, we will get them out of diplomatically and fortify our people. How got because Mazi, people don't understand what is coming up. Our people should try, put on that money on it, fortify your people. Go to the age of give it to people, release your hand. On web tackle, no. I think before buy gun and give to our people. We are being surrounded, if not IPOB and Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I don't know where we would have been by now, but we thank KK Krowa. And Mazi, another thing I want to say before I hand over to Dr. Donald. You see this group they are forming, both in diaspora and even in Biafra land before. Only stopped it. My Chinas can testify that, and all the group we are close, both in Biafra land. Because this is where they breed all these cabals. All of them come out from there. This group they are forming here and there. Not. If we start doing like that in this struggle, where do you think we will be today? If we come now, we say, we cannot make a headway this way. So they must have stop all this nonsense they are doing. Both in America, you can see what the last and all of that. There are a lot of crises because of this group. I think the leadership must look into it and ban all this useless group that are forming. This is where they breed their cabals. Let me hand over to Dr. Donald. Dr. Donald, over to you. Thank you.
Mazi, Jonathan, and my brother. First of all, let me quickly jump into that Nigeria Zoo church influence in Nigeria, in the country. You will know, or you will agree with me that as we speak, as of today, there is no genuine man of God except for the one this man, Mazi, Jonathan Borahan now. Outside that man of Borahan, the other people are useless. You can forget them. They're all criminals, band of wolves. You see, so and they are feeding large off of their church members and everything. You can imagine how they gather and thrust power into the hands of the North. I'll give you a quick example. Daddy G.O. so-called Adeboye. I think Adeboye, yes, Adeboye, the RCCG leader. He claimed to be a clergyman, a man of God. My brother, where in the Bible did you find a son of kingdom of light lying behind the son of kingdom of darkness? Adeboye threw a red carpet for Buhari to become president of Nigeria, while the son, which is Osinbajo, to becoming the vice president. What is the result today? So they had a strategy. They thought that they can pray and convert Buhari, while then things will, then eventually Buhari will die and somebody will take over. But they did not know that these Fulanis are smarter. You see, no wonder the Bible says the sons of kingdom of darkness are wiser than the sons of kingdom of light. You see, so at the end of the day, the so-called Buhari now is entrenched and implement the policies of the kingdom he represents, which is the kingdom of darkness. And that is the consequence we are suffering in that contraption today. And the the church should shut up and enjoy what is going on. I wish they would kidnap one of these mega church leaders, or some of them, so that they will know how it feels to be on the other side. You understand? And again, instead of them to even also encourage their members to fortify themselves, they are asking them to pray. Where in the Bible did God tell this man David to pray? There was no time he asked him to pray. He said, go after your enemy and pursue them. You will pursue them, you will overtake them, you will overrun them. You understand? You see, this is the mentality. They do not understand what they read. They have no understanding. They have shallow understanding and shallow interpretation of what they read. You see? So now coming to IPOB matters, my brothers, the problem IPOB is having worldwide today emanates from the USA, and it's ongoing. It's ongoing. You are talking about Mazi. Jonathan talked about my brother Mazi. You talked about sectionalism of cabals. The very first person that started sectionalism in IPOB was Uche Mefo. Uche Mefo tapped Obido Benu. Obido Benu was operating with Ezekwesili in New York. They were doing the Anambra section. They were busy building the Anambra section. And not only that, what they did also was to be imposing coordinators that are loyal to them in every family they know in the USA, which they tried in my own family. We refused. That is why they call us today as non-IPOB members. If you listen to Ogbuefi clearly, Ogbuefi is still referring to me as non-IPOB member. You see, so you would have seen when Uche Mefo planted that rebellious scheme by calling all coordinators. He thought he had all the Obido had planted their loyal coordinators across USA, but that coup failed. It blew up in their face. When that thing blew up in their face, they had no choice than to leave, vacate IPOB. You see, and of course, Obido left with some of those his Anambra clique, Anambra group. So all this while, and I can tell you, as things are unfolding with time, I begin to piece things together. It is now very evident that Kanu has a hand in the problem going on in the USA through Chief Ogbuefi. I remember when Master Prophet, and I'm a boy prophet, Master Prophet, yes, Master Prophet. I remember when he had me in one of his programs. So he was telling me things. He wanted me to air my views, which I did. And in the course of my interaction with him in the broadcast, I criticized Ogbuefi. I criticized him very well because I know the role he played. So after that criticism, later Kanu sent me an audio message that why should I go and attack Ogbuefi? That Ogbuefi is the listen to my work carefully. I quote Kanu. Kanu said Ogbuefi is the only person they trust in America. He is the only one running all the errands they sent to America. Only Ogbuefi. I got so offended and so upset. Then to add insult to injury, he asked me to apologize to Ogbuefi. I said, never in my life. I will never do that. It is now very clear that all these postures, all this antagonism, all this stiffness, all this stifleness, all this obstruction emanating from Ogbuefi is being encouraged by Kanu. You understand? So it is not obvious to me now, because all the while I've been thinking the connection. Why is it that, and I may have called myself a fool for reporting Ogbuefi constantly to Kanu for 2-3 years.
Mazi,
3 years.
let me come in here, please. Let me come in.
Yes.
Okay. Mazi, okay. Hold on, please, because we are talking on air. We are talking to millions of people. Please, we are objective. You know.
Absolutely.
Yes. I don't think that mentioning proper names like this, Radio Biafra here, we don't turn it to be, you know, some people might be saying this is now a gossiping center. Please, let us avoid it as much as we can. You can say something and make reports in a general way. That is how I channel my own broadcast, please, so that it will be objective and people will understand. Because what we are trying to do, we understand that I myself, I knew that the clique of Uchemofo, right from time with Obido, he used to call me almost every week. We are in many groups, even personally. I understand his mentality, so what is there is that they have gone. That is the thing. What we are doing is to enlighten our people to understand the weapons of our enemy, because our overall enemy is the Nigerian Caliphate. They are using all these people and their greed and myopism, because many people came into this struggle with I used to say it, even though Chimofo, I know it right from time. He didn't he came in order to get he wanted to use IPOB as a step, a foothold in order to climb to Nigerian political system. I was watching. I know, because there are many things he will say. I become surprised privately. I say, why is our deputy doing or saying something like this? But after things start playing out, he himself he knew his original plan to use Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, a very bright fellow, to climb, thinking that he can control him. Once IPOB grows, now they will use it as a leverage in order to be contacted into Nigerian political system, so that he can climb. But after he saw that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is serious in what he is doing, and they baffled him. Mazi politics, but our leader said no, it is Biafra or death. And there the problem started. So what I'm saying in effect is that you continue your report, but please avoid mentioning vivid names, please, so that it will sound more better. Go on, please.
Thank you, Mazi Jonathan. I will adhere to your instruction. However, the point is, even if you speak in third person, from third person personality or terminology, people will say that you are gossiping. Because okay, you are not gossiping. You are gossiping. I understand what you're saying, but what I want to tell you, Biafrans worldwide today, is the fact that USA is the core problem we have in IPOB worldwide. You see, as we speak, they are still gangs. They are still forming cliques. Look at how they are tackling HOD and DOS every day. Tweeting in air all over the place, tweeting. If DOS will enact a policy or pull out a policy or a portfolio, they will go in the air and be attacking and tweeting and saying all kinds of things. You see, we are facing a perilous time in USA, and we need the cooperation of every IPOB member in North America, especially North America. North America is a hotbed for saboteurs. You understand? So we need to hold USA hold USA very tight. And I will encourage IPOB worldwide to help us not to align with those people that really want us to fail. As we speak, those groups want us to fail.
Practically, they want us to fail. You see, why in the world would you want an individual to be holding our money? After this, Madam Oyibo had our money in her possession, sole signatory. Why then should we encourage another person in IPOB ever again to be sole signatory to our account? What if issue one now the next morning, or he won't stroke the next day, God forbid, no stroke or some kind of health issue that may demobilize such person? Who then will take charge? That is why I'm suggesting strongly. That's why I'm suggesting strongly that there has to be 2 or 3 more signatories to our IPOB account. I don't care who the head of finance is, regardless of Onya Humbo. Something can happen to him or her tomorrow, and if something happens, then we are all comatose. Everybody is tied. We can't do anything anymore.
I think it should be an internal suggestion.
Yeah,
I think so.
You see?
Yeah.
See, so okay. You see, so many other people.
Go on.
Yeah.
But one thing I want to address, I want you to address, why is our people so greedy or so self-destructive in this case? People that are, many of our people might hold to esteem owing to the type of country America is. We saw in history, during the time of Zionism, the quest for Jewish liberation. I think an American Jew gave a sum of $1 million that time. Secretly. But in our own case, you see people that are very greedy. I don't know, no matter the good life, no matter everything, but they still, is it that they want to control everything? If not me controlling it, instead I destroy it. That is a character that is demonic. I saw in most people. Please, just, address things, in that way also.
Yes. Let me say this clearly today. Most IPOB non-America that are in America, based on their geographical location, want to claim superiority over IPOB around the globe, which is stupid. That's number one madness. Because of geographical location and claiming to be superior to the rest people, when in Europe or Japan or anywhere, Asia, wherever, they then also want you. They want you to bow to them. They want to control everything. So that is what I've been able to observe for the past 6 years I've been with IPOB. And it's ongoing. It's not stopping. Take for example, every portfolio created, whether it's holding or creating ESM account in North America, or whether it's raising funds for the what's this group, Madam liaison group, whether raising funds through liaison group, there is always a hijack of these portfolios or policies by somebody. And then when we need to give directives, they will destabilize, they will demobilize, or they will cut down the directive and implement their own. And the next thing they will tell is, I was mandated by Onyendu to be in charge of the office, and there's nothing you can do. The moment you hear such quote, you become very weak. You see, so I do not know. It is just that it's part of Igbos that I do too greedy, and I don't understand why we cannot change, especially now that we look at, for example, we have a good life. We live a good life in America. You have your job, you have your home, you have your home here, you have your healthcare system and everything working for you. Why then do you want to pounce on things that belong to the people?
For you to continue, also to guide you to as a matter of reference, look at Obiano. Obiano came down from America, didn't he?
Yeah.
And
yes, he did.
He went to exploit a miserable people. He saw good life. He lived where things are working, where good governance is the order of the day, where accountability and transparency is the order of the day. But he went back in order to exploit, to loot, to steal, so that after immediately he didn't sleep after his tenure, the termination of his tenure, to run back. There I see that sometimes I say I want to give up on black people, on even our people. Normally you go and learn, like you see Chinese, Indians, when they learn, they go back in order to influence, to bring that thing they learn. That is to make sure to implement those things in their community in India, in China. But our people, they go so that to exploit miserable people. After exploitation, they come back and what is that type of wickedness is out of this world. I cannot understand it. Sometimes it's not reasonable. Please go.
Well, black man mentality is greed, selfishness, self-centeredness, and egotism. These are the things that is ruling a typical black man, and a typical Igbo man embodies this. You understand? The thing is, my point is this: it is difficult to find somebody without ulterior motive. It's rare, because let me give you an example. I was mandated to. I had a meeting with our lawyer, Bruce Fane. So when I had a meeting with Bruce Fane, I met with him for like 2 hours. We had a meaningful meeting. He told me that we should go and raise $100,000 to start with before he can listen to us. So when I came back from that meeting and I relayed the message to IPOB principal servants, one guy cornered me. I will not mention his name. One of my IPOB member cornered me, also Donald. Yes. He asked him, since I have connection to that lawyer now, that Kamona can involve so that we will form a group, Christian dislodged Christians, so that we will use that thing to file cases against the Nigerian government and claim the hundreds of millions of dollars. Then KOs are the full part. The lawyer will full part.
Look at
young will full part.
Is this not shameful? Even somebody is he sleeping on the street? No. He has lived in this country for donkey years. Yes. Okay.
You see,
but after one small, he's a big problem.
It must be here now. This I got me more here. He practically told me that when we get $100 million, for example, we should promise also, we should tell the lawyer to work in credit. When we finally get our $100 million, he will get the lawyer should take about 60 million.
And you see these people, they will come be talking. You think, hey, nah, the way they will criticize even DOS. Other people will join them thinking that they are they are with everybody. They don't know that they have ulterior motives. Money.
I was shaken by that subjection. See, so junior none this battle. Actually, 70 million Biafrans actually have freedom. It's not possible. That is the mindset of an average guy that lives in America. They want this opportunity to break up. So I'm not surprised that William Obiano, what of Enugu Chimaroke, what of Enugu, former Enugu state governor, the same thing. He came from US. He exploited Enugu state. So William Obiano, he followed his footsteps. and many other people that will come. This is the mindset of these people.
Mazi, Dr. Donald, what of Madamara? The advice to Kuratozina from America, from Achimbiri. America,
there you go.
There are many of them. This one when we talk about the American
Mazi, do you know one thing? I'm afraid, you see what we are saying and what is happening. Our people are watching. Before God and man, if people are not careful, our people will rise against even any Biafran that comes from America.
Yeah, of course.
I'm telling you honestly, if this type of thing is not, this type of mentality is not checked,
Yeah.
you will see what will happen in the future.
That is why I said, how do you vet these people? Even people in America, all Jews or Kanu, is he not local breed? The second one too after all Jews or Kanu, what's his name again?
Theodore,
yeah. Is he not a local breed?
No, Mazi, do you know why? Do you know sometimes, why the difference? Making that difference is this. You can say, okay, local breed, okay, he never really visit, but he never really lived the life and understand. The simplicity of life and how things work like that. But somebody that have lived, experienced, have even a passport, live American dream, live good life, that's supposed to be thinking about how do I help my people. Now all that matters to him is or her is how do I continue exploiting my people. And we see that it is terrible. It is highly terrible.
Thank God Biafra will come. There will be Biafra restoration, and we will not have this experience anymore. But I will only encourage the youth to rise up. The youth have the power in their hands. Just you are highlighting the overthrow of Sri Lankan government when the people marched to their president's palace. Isn't it? Was that not what happened? Until the day youth will remove fear from their heart and go for their destiny. Either I die or I leave. That's the day they will get their freedom. Other than that, I can't go and fight for them. I can't fight for them from here. God has positioned you and I in our various places to help the little we can to encourage them to bring about change. How am I there? We are here raising the money. While they are there, they should do the fighting. But if you have a position your name also, then you are going to be in the wilderness for a long time. You see? So my point is this: you are right in the sense that the Western world ought to know better and ought to do the right thing. I always have a motto in life. My motto in life is doing the right thing, just to do the right thing. It's unfortunate we do not have people of such caliber, people of integrity who have vision or goal or vision to bring about change, to change the destinies of the people or the sufferings of the people. It's selfishness. Can't be any other thing. And it's so important. Most of these people, America, and again, that is why we have factions. When you have 1,000 members in USA, you have 1,000 leaders. Nobody wants to toe the line and follow direction or follow rules and regulations. You see, for me, I have a simple way to know them. If we are 50 in a group or 10, regardless, if we are more than 3 in a group, and we are supposed to follow a guideline or a set rule or code of conduct, you begin to kick against the code of conduct. That is a red flag for me right there. That shows you are not loyal. You cannot handle anything. If you're not loyal in that thing, then you cannot be loyal. Absolutely, you can't be loyal in any other area. You see, so that is how you can detect these people. But it's unfortunate that very cunning, very crafty, very crafty. They can hide for a very long time
and wait for their time. And when the time comes, they pounce. You see, but for me, if you are not following IPOB code of conduct, rules and regulations, and in an orderly manner, or you want to jump ahead and you want to do things your own way, that's a red flag right there. Then we cannot work with that kind of person.
Mazi, there's something you say now before you continue. Very important. Some people that are, trickish, they want to wait, so that it will manifest, so that once they hit, it becomes one in town. You understand? Yes, that is why sometimes I say, look, the situation we are in today, the renditioning of our leader opened up many things and made us to understand many motives. Had it been our leader was not rendition, do you know that many of all this mixed multitude will still be there shouting IPOB one family with us? Even this man you talked about today that want to share money 60-40 under IPOB. Had it been our leader was not renditioned, are you going to have any program with him with a lawyer issue for you to understand him? The answer is no. You will still be shouting Wachineke. That is why even the renditioning of our leader is something, is a blessing in disguise. So that all this rottenness, IPOB will now become more purer.
Yes,
that is what I believe.
Yes,
I'm telling you, nothing happens by just by chance, by luck like that. You understand? Everything have a reason.
Yes.
Yeah. So that is it. Go on.
The thing is, we are those who will be starting IPOB one family IPOB, and then they are there now about Mbauduala, and many of us have ulterior motives. Many of us know in this USA, ulterior motives, either money connected or some kind of influence, or they want to exert certain influence. If there is no more, why would somebody? We are in a struggle. We are struggling to do something to move forward. It may accuse somebody of ego. No, actually big ego. Maybe the ego na somewhere. Maybe the ego na somewhere. So that means your focus has always been on money all the while. Your focus will not be on money. You see, this is how you fish these people out. But you know what? God gave me wisdom. I know these people. I sit back and watch them. I've known them. I've been able to study them for the past 6 years. I know those who are criminals, bandits, and you see, so that is what I'm telling you. Greed, power. They want to position themselves and such that they box out every other meaningful people or reasonable people from reaching Onyendu, and then they give Onyendu a playbook. If you know in the US,
isolate him to control him.
Exactly. And then the day Onyendu, I remember Onyendu, one of the foundations of IPOB in the code of conduct is to build unit family. You can build a family from your primary unit family, husband and wife and children. You can start a family, a unit family. The day Onyendu tore down PG1, PG2, PG3, I am sure you heard him over the radio that day. I almost wept. That was Onyendu tearing down the code, what is written in the code of conduct right there. They manipulated him to that level and to that extent. This is what we are dealing with. When people hear my voice, I'm angry and aggressive and everything. It's because I've sat back for 6 years. I watched the same people, the same gangsters, the same cabals, gang up and hijack Onyendu and leading him to all kinds of things. They almost succeeded in pitching him against the US. Did they not almost succeed? You see, so Onyendu was, at the time, from what I heard, Onyendu was even being afraid of some people in the US. You see, that is the mindset, that's the mentality of people we're dealing with. At USA, we have to, if my suggestion is this, we have code of conduct. Every family should have the code of conduct. You should read out the code of conduct to every family member. If anybody objects to anything written in the code of conduct, off you go. Because that's how they manifest. If you're rebellious and then you cannot abide by the rules and regulations or guidelines that is leading us, then you are not fit. That's my opinion. It's America Shirike. It's difficult to
Mazi, no matter what, because people are listening also. You know, no matter what, there are people here that are HOHA. Because you understand. Because let me our people against any person that is in America. Say IPO. You see, you know, there is a way our people, if they are being steered into doing something, attacking these people, it gets out of hand. But one thing is, the America should, you know, show themselves honestly. Yes. America should do what?
Let me come in here, Dr. Bernard. What you're saying, I know that the kind of people, these 4 regional coordinators we had in America now, I think they are doing wonderfully well, and they are trying to correct all this nonsense American people have been doing. I think we have a good leadership now in America, honestly. From Baba Chujok and all of them, Chin, all of them, all of you are doing well now. You just have to keep it up, because if you go down memory lane, Mazi, the whole problem in America started 2020 after we formed ESN. And all their eye opened. You know how much from Ozurumba and Koda was about something thousand. The other one is from this 700,000. But if you ask yourself, you and I, you believe me that the whole problem we are having in this struggle is from America. We don't have any problem in Asia. We don't have any problem in Europe. We don't have any problem in South America. And the whole problem is centered on America, because they are very, very good, like you rightly said, and they have a target. But they forget one thing. If anybody in America, your intention is to come there and disrupt what is happening, what their people sabotage us, cause damages,
to make money.
It will not go well, because you know what is happening in Biafra land. They don't have conscience. Those of them go America 1939. I can't hear it. How was the opportunity? I found more ESN. All of them are there. I know Diego. I have a lot of disappointment from America. I swear to school. Look at it. I don't want to mention names. But it's very annoying. But we thank God for this leadership we have in America now. This reform, yes, I think I saw them. If they can fly all the way from America and come to Brussels, I know you bought your ticket and something happened. I know about that. Yes. But it's I remember mother was there, Baba Chujok, them, from California with her daughter, and our sister from New York. Yes. They came, and the other flank, Canada, all of them came from the coordinator, all of them, all the veterans, all of them, and then all of them come. Right. So I think we have a good leadership now. Yes. So you have them, all the people on the cruise, and I thought our leadership and I thought our national coordinators. Anybody put right there, may hear them now, him at the Nabon, them now, I tell me about Fiola. No, them now. Mabon de top anything. But I thought one way or have work immediately. Now our people are working now. Mazi free him and my four come out by Yola. It can't happen again, both in Biafra land, where my children are doing a good work. Mazi so bad, but it's the same. This I call this group in America. Only the same.
This is the best time of our life in America. IPB.
Of course, we know
the best times, because we have witnessed over the years how some non-entities and crazy people, take charge of take care of affairs, and then Hannah solo hand just decimated IPOB North America. And again, see, assuming the hand will go on a quite eighty, okay, if you buy $78,000, I need to, but get with them, but only do not have. Now, how manama do for you do that tree? Now, how that's the influence I'm making. I am we say, why should somebody be aligning with one person that brought everybody in, that led Onyendu to Kenya eventually? Why should you be partying with somebody like that? And the worst of it all, only announcing that that's the only person who in America to have Monkey Trust. So there's a cabal for real, and if somebody is right there promoting this same henchman. You understand? So I am not going to. I've known them for years anyway, because that is why now some people from outside America they want to criticize and say, don't say, they say, who are you to speak for us? We live here. We lived the experience. We saw what happened for 6 years. You see, so it has been a battle, but it's not easy to wrestle power from the hands of criminals. And you also know this, that it's difficult to effect change. And when you fight corruption will fight you big time.
Of course.
Corruption will fight you.
Of course.
And that is the resistance you are seeing right now. Corruption really fighting hard and fighting back. And they may have documents. They may have
expose them, continue to expose them. Expose all of them, continue to expose all of them.
They may have
to the leadership. Simple.
Because they want to regain power. I promise them it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. You see?
Okay. I think I will do, I will open the line so that people might also call. Maybe if they can make some contribution, just few calls I will take before we close the program, or even ask any question that is available, or you could answer, or we could treat. I think it is okay. I think so.
Yeah, and the report, whatever they have, they can call.
Unless you want to say any other thing before I continue. You?
No, Mazi, let's open the line for people to call.
Okay. We go on just few minutes break, or few seconds break before I open. Please, don't go away.
Biafra worldwide phone call campaign alert continues. BBC, a propaganda machine and racist media set up by the Great Britain to oppress the oppressed people of Biafra. BBC, your media war propaganda of 1967 that led to the genocide of over 3.5 million Biafrans, men, women, and children did not stop us. Great lion from the tribe of Biafra. Our minds are made up. Your shenanigans, antics, and fake gutter media will not stop us either. We must and shall restore Biafra. Biafra worldwide phone call campaign alert continue. Now pay close attention. Be polite when you call BBC and use the following prompt when you call. Hello, my name is. You tell them your name. I am calling to ask about BBC policy of propaganda against the victims of genocide. Since you are obsessed with telling lies about Biafrans, here are 5 more questions to consider. Now, this is the question to ask BBC. We are witnesses to BBC racist coverage of terrorism, implying that black Africans' lives don't matter. Yet the same BBC rallies the whole world at the slightest terrorist incident in the United Kingdom. Here is the second question. But when it comes to Nigeria, BBC not only hides terrorist killings, but they slander the victims and survivors of terrorism and genocide. The third one, when will the grand patrons of lies and hypocrisy, the BBC fake news network, make a documentary about the daily slaughtering of Nigerians by Fulani terrorists and the government of Nigeria, whom you protect so that London may plunder Biafrans' resources? The fourth question, is the oil and gas of Biafra the reason that BBC is obsessed and terrified by the agitation for freedom by the victims of 400 years of British colonial thievery and crimes against humanity? And the fifth one, we call on the good people of the world to ask BBC and UK government why it aids and abates the genocide in Nigeria by spreading lies, propaganda, and disinformation against Biafran freedom fighters. BBC, we know that you are United Kingdom government agents of imperialism with no modicum of shame. Take down your wicked fake documentary against the victims of genocide and stop your sadistic meddling in the lives of black Africans. Now pay close attention. This is the time to call BBC. You can call them 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Biafran time. Date 4th of July to 30th of September 2022. Now grab your pen and paper and pay close attention. You can call BBC switchboard on this number +44 2087 438 000. I repeat, +44 208 743 8000. Or you can tweet at BBC News. You can also call BBC Customer Service +44 3700 100 342. I repeat, +44 3700 100 342.
Welcome back. This is Radio Biafra HAUSA-SERVICE coming to you through Radio Biafra London. I am here with Mazi okay, foreign, and our comrade Mazi Donald. I want to pick some calls. I know that some people might even like to say something or ask some questions. Just few calls, please. If you are lucky, your call will be picked. Just few calls before I close the program, please. If you have any view, suggestion, or letter question that could be answered in what is being discussed, general issue we discussed today, you can do that. I have a caller on signal. Our direct line, please, is +1 213 328 6224. I repeat, our direct line +1 213 328 6224. Our WhatsApp and signal line is +61 405 142 547. I repeat, +61 405 142 547. Caller on WhatsApp, welcome to the program.
Good evening from here. My name is Nnamdi, calling you from UAE. Udochukwu de Luna. I so much appreciate what you guys are doing. Yesterday I called and called more. The thing I got yesterday.
Mazi, yesterday
my love.
Many call was overwhelming.
As in
you are true today.
Yesterday was like, yeah, yes. Mazi, what I want to ask is that is that not is or no nwere ka nso ya n'Igbo or no nwere otu a ga-esi kwụsịnwu ndị be anyị ndị Biafra ma ndị Igbo ka ha wepụ aka sepụ anya n'ihe gbasara PVC and presidential election a na-eme because ihe nchekwule na ọ bụrụ na ọnụ ugwu ka a na-eme ihe dị otu a wee ka ewelugodi ndị ugwu ti na position anyị nọ ndị ugwu na-azọ nwere onwe anụ anyị na-azọ na ụdị ya wee na-eme ha wee tie iwu na onwere onye be ha ọbụla ya participate in such thing. Ọkwefu na ndị be ha ya obe ya onwere enupụ isi maka na ha ma result so na ya ha ma ihe ntaramahụhụ ha ya enweta ha ma ihe dị ya na mbọsị ọbụla ha find kwa out na ofu onye n'ime ha mere such thing ha ma ihe ya esi ọnụ o nwere otu a ga-esi nye ndị be anyị ka onye ọbụla because all this thing ha na-eme international communities are watching onye ọbụla na-enene foto onye ọbụla si last week ka Nsụka na-eme riot na ekwelo ha mee nkenwa maka PVC and all that. Ọnụ o nwere otu a ga-esi nye ọ dị mandatory na ndị be anyị ga-esepụ aka n'ihe gbasara otu a ndị ugwu ya ga-ati iwu ha ruru iwu. That's my question this night, Mazi.
Ndewo, I think let me off. So let me just listen to you through your app so that I say something.
Okay, no problem, Mazi.
Okay. Just as we are saying, as you asked, because I think this question has been indirectly addressed in one way or the other. You know, IPOB is a movement. We have our system of doing things. What we do here on Radio Biafra is to educate our people, is to make sure our leaders started by preaching facts and figures to us, realities, changing the narrative so that we start understanding things in another way around. We continue in that aspect. One, as our brother asked and gave example, say listen, when you look at our system of governance right from time, our natural system, traditional system, we are real Republicans. We don't mince words about it. We are Republicans in nature. That is real democracy. But the issue is we are not able to develop that our system with time. Why? Because we are amalgamated into Nigeria. So our people are not people you can coerce. You don't give command to our people like that. You understand? Before you command our people, you convince them. If our people are, for example, 100 in a meeting, you need to convince each and every one of them before they follow you or they agree with you, even in a meeting. Otherwise, one person say, I don't understand though. That is the way we are. Unlike these other people we were amalgamated into, with, they were feudalists. People that agree, just everybody is doing. So he didn't understand anything, but he must accept because the order has come from above. We are not like that. We don't that nature. It is in Nigeria we started learning that nature. That is why in our own land we have autonomous communities. So what you ask, what we continue doing is to convince our people, to preach to our people, touch our people's consciousness, the danger of trying to abandon or trying to take a break in what we are doing. Biafra restoration to go and do another thing, like doing obedient or Nigerian politics, But he who understands. People are understanding. We cannot, IPOB, we are a force to reckon with in our land. We are controlling our land. There are ways you can do something with our people's sentiments, it will backfire. There are ways you can just come and give, like some people want the leadership of this struggle, the DOS, to come and say this about this and that. Make a statement about this electioneering in Nigeria. That is what some people are expecting. But the leadership knows better, because there are the ways you can come out abruptly with our people. Everything will collapse on your head. That is the truth. That is the truth about it. So that is one thing I will say. We continue appealing to the conscience of our people. That is it. I don't know, Mazi, whether any of you have something to add on it before I continue.
Yes, I want to say that it's unfortunate that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's kidnap is one of the major reasons why we're having this whole PVC nonsense going on. Because if only had been out there and P2B did this, did his jingoistic movement by going to 10 Downing Street to get orders from the British government, Nnamdi would have run him down with broadcast, just 2 broadcasts. That whole thing would have collapsed, because Nnamdi would have been able to decipher the intent of his anointing P2B to lodge his candidacy under whatever party he is there. And we all know that it's a waste of time. It will not go anywhere. But it's so sad that human beings is difficult, especially in Nigerian cycle, Nigerian mentality. It's difficult for them to embrace change, something new, something different. They want to remain in the old system and remain hopeful. There is no hope. Nigeria is Nigeria is as good as Nigeria is dead, and nothing good can come out of it. I know this for a long time. I didn't know this today during this process of PVC. I knew this like 7-8 years ago. You see, precisely 8-9 years ago. I knew this, that Nigeria is dead, and that nothing good can come out of it. It's so unfortunate that the layman out there is difficult for that layman to know that there is no hope, there is no future. You see, there's nothing we can do other than for them to live through it. But I know before the manifestation of or the usage of PVC, something will happen, definitely. Biafra must be restored. That's what I have.
Yeah, Mazi, just one word here. If you look at the press release by this northern idiot, Steamer, what you wrote there, say, with this emergency, Ipob and the activities have calmed down. Exactly. You see, people should know that this is they just brought this thing at this time, critical time, to remove our eyes from the ball, so that we'll forget about talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and his rendition and the referendum. These people are wonderful. They plan, they know how to plan and get what they want. If our people, with the energy, with the strength they have used in talking about the PVC, Obi, Makachineke Nnamdi, they have used it on Onion, they cannot remain there for 1 week. So let our people know that this is just a deceit. People should focus on the main ball, which is the release of our leader and the referendum. Every other thing is a deceit. PVC, no PVC. And if you ask yourself, since the introduction of this BVN and the NIN and the usual PVC now, Mazi, don't you see the rate of kidnapping, banditry in that useless country? And the pattern is there, with the dead idiot buried in Saudi Arabia to say how many years now? I don't think that this has ever helped out. Biafrans should focus on our referendum. And the Martin Nnamdi, they are making you to forget this young man. But God forbid, it's only the gullibles. Ndo fought behind on our IPOB, or fought behind on our PVC. Shame to all of you. But we must get there, and then they must be released. We are not begging them, we are not begging them. If they like, let them form 1 million terrorist group. I want to also bother. We are 70 million. He cannot eliminate those of them in Biafra land. He cannot do the possible on this surface of the earth. And we are here. These people are people that don't think. They don't think. The get is here planning, train people, and the British. PVC, Mazi, thank you.
Yeah, well, you know, this thing, even I myself, if you go to my timeline on June 14th, I was just inspired. I wrote an article about this in my timeline. I posted it on my timeline, analyzing Peter B's presidential quest. That is what I name it, because I have been thinking about it, not even now, right from even years back. I say, all this thing we are saying is not possible, for, I don't believe that it's not possible. Britain, they are master manipulators
of course
in politics. So there is their only challenge in Nigeria is IPOB. That is the only thing. As that Reverend Father said, we are their natural resources. They take us, Britain take us, the indigenous people, Biafrans, as their natural resource. So they don't want to lose us. So you see, all those things are coming later manifesting. I mean, Obi, Peter Obi, who knows that it will come like this? But anything is possible. But our eyes should continue being on the focus. That is where the world takes us serious.
Did the people tell us what they intend dancing?
That is the thing. That is the thing. When you see Obasanjo supporting Peter Obi, know that look at people that are quitting even APC, joining Peter Obi. There you know, understand that there are things that are happening at the background. Cause from there are manipulations that are going on the ground, because it's not what is happening that you are seeing. Abracadabra, the more you look, the less you see.
They just wanted that PVC to us.
Exactly.
They just wanted that
They want to destroy this our quest once and for our agitation.
Yes, Bumi said it tonight. Bumi has said it.
Yes. So all these things that is why we are appealing to the conscience of our people to understand, look beyond Obi, look beyond the 4 years. That is the only thing. Onye mana aso ya so n'ikwe. I got that
4 years with this term, the other countries with this killing, that different. What they didn't do. No can predict more in that country now. Cool. Come again, see Lagos now. Gaba Biafra land. Most of them now, the more shoes go in the Dubai, can never be Abuja. This so let them wake up.
Of course. Caller on signal. You have been there since 15 minutes almost. Welcome to the program. Please go on. What is happening? Okay, let me pick caller on WhatsApp. Can you? Okay, he's back. Caller on signal. Go on, please.
Yeah, Mazi, good evening from here. I hope I'm now.
There we go.
Okay, my brother. Thank you, Mazi, tonight, and our brother Mazi for coming today to educate our people. My name is Mazi. I'm coming from Boston. I'm by the special grace of God Almighty. And the IPOB also national CRS. Our brother asked a question before I will ask my own. I just want to say, continue to guide and protect our little Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. to see his enemy before the conflict to him, and most especially give him unconditional release so that he will join us and we want to call the people fighting until Biafra in our life. This is my prayer and so that we in the name of Jesus. Mazi, our brother asked the question and he said, how can we control this attitude of our people? And you answered him, but I think the only thing that can put a stop in all this I want to be the king, why not? It's only Biafra can control all these things. This is why we are fighting to make sure we get a country whereby we can be able to bring our of our people under some essence. Not that you don't have right to speak whatever you want to speak, but you have a limit. The law of Biafra is the infrastructure that you are you can rant and to end of your household. But when it comes in the war or whatever the Biafran government has said, you must obey. You will catch it. That's the only thing I think on my own that can bring stop to all this our attitude. Because our people are unbelievable in things they do. So I want to ask a question to our brother Donald. Now we have a new officers in US trying to portray all this attitude to our people, all these things we are saying today that we are Biafrans are listening, and we still know that this cabal we are talking about are still existing in America. Even to lessen the went ahead, it's not even under the code of conduct of IPOB. Because the news, they still went ahead to go and arrest the police without the approval of JUL. I want to ask you, because you said, if you know that when you fight the corruption will fight you back. Most of these people continue in this attitude, in this new leaders we have now in America and trying to correct all these crimes our people are trying to commit there. Most of you they continue in this attitude. What are you and your group going to do to stop these people for them to go to that person again? This is my question, and the people carry the same Thank you, my beloved brother. Thank you.
Mazi, you can answer the one you have the capacity to do. Please go on. Yes. Our people, people want to express themselves because everybody wants this. Genuine people want this.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right. It is painful when people hear about sabotage, honestly, because I used to, even I myself used to pay. That is why if for example it's a military, direct military, it's a execution direct execution. No two way about it. That is how Ifajina and Banjo they were tried and executed without summarily. That's it.
Summarily executed.
But we never have that capacity. Mazi, go on, please.
Yeah, my only answer to that, my brother, is this. You see, GOS and HOD, they have their way of operation. They have a specific way of operating. They always believe in protocol, first suspension and then expulsion. Me as an individual, I don't believe in suspension. I believe in outright expulsion. Because any person you suspend, only is still kicking. If he's not kicking, he's still punching from the ground. You understand? I don't believe. And then, what is the point of forgiving somebody who showed attitude of rebellion, and then after some time you reincorporate that person into your body? Then you would never have peace, because that person is who he is. I don't believe I can quote Michelle Obama. in my life. Obama, Michelle said, when people tell you who they are, you must believe them. When they display that action, that attitude, that rebellious act in the first place, there is no repentance in them eventually. Anything you see is false repentance. For me, my suggestion would be outright expulsion. Expel them immediately. We don't have room. We don't have more babies. We don't have pediatric center in IPOB. We are all mature men and women. If you fall out of the line, you engage in any rebellious activities, you're out. That way, it will serve people to be very cautious. It will make them cautious of their actions and what they do. That's my own belief. And the thing is, we cannot, as a body, control what group of people might do when they call up themselves as 6 or 3 or 4 or 5 or 6 of them in telephone and begin to form a group. We cannot stop people from forming groups. But the thing is, whatever you form, don't bring it close to IPOB body. If you bring it close to IPOB body, we'll shut you down. You see? And it's unfortunate we don't have that capacity to be issuing legal injunction on people or individuals. Say, hey, keep away from anything IPOB. Stop using IPOB name for anything. If that is possible, that would be an option. If you introduce a court injunction, serve people, anybody that's engaging in any nefarious activities or contrary activities to IPOB tenets or code of conduct, you will serve you a notice. Don't involve yourself in our affairs again. Don't come close. Don't use our name for anything. Don't use our name for fundraising. Don't use our name for any meeting. You are not part of our member. You are, as a matter of fact, let our people be serving expulsion letters. Expel and publish their name. Put it out there in social media. Anybody may expel with the picture and your name, and line them up on social media on every other media avenue heralding their expulsion. That is another way I think we can go about checkmating these people. There
were Mazi. Although that is it. It's your suggestion anyway, but the leadership, they know the best way to handle issues which they have been handling. That is the reality, because we are in a freedom fighting. It is painful when you see people are now, but it's although Mazi, it is inevitable. Honestly,
it's inevitable.
It's inevitable.
It is inevitable.
It's inevitable. You know, let me tell you something. You know, I was watching. I think the other day I was watching this Guantanamo Bay extraordinary renditions, which the U.S. CIA's conducted. The victims, many of the victims, they say, America came with money in Afghanistan after 11 September, putting people to point at their own brothers. So you see that it happens everywhere anyway. What is happening in our land is not something that is, it doesn't happen every other place, but our own is highly common anyway. People are more interested in money. Than our liberation. That is what surprises me.
Yes.
This world, if you want to build 15 mansions at a time, you are going to sleep in one room at a time, or in one bed, only one bed at a time.
One bed and one space.
One space at a time. Nothing. You cannot occupy the whole places at a time. It's impossible. That is why I look at these people with a primitive accumulation syndrome. I look at them that they have problem. It's sickness. I'm telling you honestly. It's sickness, because we are accumulating money for what? You know, somebody like Jackie Chan. That film actor
maker,
yes, he said the Chinese man, he said his son, he didn't leave the will. He's not in his will. He didn't. He said he has to go. He gave him the education the background, everything that you need, go and fight for yourself. I'm not saying that leaving something for your children. I'm just giving as an example. So when you are looting, within small time the person is dead. He die and leave everything, the whole money in your bank, the whole contract that you handled, everything is gone. I used to give an example. Okpa Abiasika that worked heavily, contributed to the defeat of Biafra. Okpa Abiasika. Where are his children today? Where is he today? Anywhere he is buried today, you go there, what you will see is hairs and teeth, bones, nothing more. Dig there. Oh, that's the only thing you can see. He didn't know again what happened or what is. He's no more conscious. So when you have to plan, that is the advice I used to give to our people that are using our collective interests, converting it to business. Some people think that this Biafra, they call it this Biafra thing cannot get ahead. Only in let us enter there to profit. Anything we can profit. Very bad mindset, honestly. So what shall it profit? What shall it profit a man if he gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Our people are losing their soul because of money, to make money. Just for nothing. Make money. Not that you are not living good, but you always want some more. Oliver Twist. You want some more. You want more. Even if it's not useful, you take, you spoil it, you want more. That is backwardness. I'm telling you, that is backwardness. That is it. So let me pick another caller on WhatsApp. Caller on WhatsApp, you have been here since 16 minutes. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Call on WhatsApp.
Mazi, very sad.
There we go.
Very sad. Mazi, okay, and the panel of judges. I greet everybody. Very sad. First of all, my name's Mazi Ifani, and I'm calling from my location. Mazi, I really thank you too for this program, and also I thank our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kokalo, man. Tokumba. Our leader, short for fake, is a man that everybody is supposed to look upon. A very invitation, my brother. I thank him, and also I pray that let you continue protecting and the guide our leader. As God who protected the Barabbas in the prison and set them free, that's how it's going to be. Because I believe in history. I'm a student of history. History always repeats itself. Once in a while, history repeats. And another history is going to repeat is when Biafra will be restored. That history will repeat again for the world to know that we are the chosen people. We are the really Israelites. We are the really people of Israelites. And that history will repeat when Biafra are being restored. That is a prophecy. Mazi, let me know what's waste much of our time. Really, what our people is doing is very, very painful. Is very, very painful to me. People, leave what they're supposed to be talking about. Nothing like freedom. People leave what they're supposed to be saying, and they now start deviating and diverting their attention on the water things, talking about PVC and other and so forth. But nevertheless, my own and my heart have already set my own goal to make sure that I walk in the favor of restoring the freedom of my people, God, and also to restore the Biafran nation. By all means, I have already spotted my family members and my relatives and my brothers and my sisters. Never anyone to go and do PVC. That we are here for freedom. We are not here for election. Many people have died in this course of journey. We have lost many people in this our journey of freedom. Not now that we will come back and start, chasing rats. We cannot come back and chasing rats. What we need is freedom. Yes, but most of our people, due to greediness and envy, and in fact laziness, that is why you are seeing most of our youth, most of our celebrities coming on social media, talking about obedient and disobedient and so and so forth, knowing that their house is on fire. And these are our celebrities. One thing about them is this: our people, our young youth, supposed to know that these are our celebrities. It could be, I think all of us will remember what happened during the NSAS. What happened during the NSAS, our celebrities then found out on just only one day, and after that day, all of them went their comfort hotel and go and hide themselves. The next day, all of them take flight and got away out of the country. That is their character. They can never start something and they finish it, because all of them has one thing or the other in our blood, and they know that if he went wrong, they will move out of the country. But we that we following them, that we refuse to say this is where we stand. What we need is freedom, not obedient, not to disobedient, not PVC. We need freedom. We want to be in our own. You finish school, no job, you will not have job. Whatever you do, you will not have job. Now, since over more than 7 months now, all our students, none of them are going to school. All universities, Unity University, none of them are going to school. All those things doesn't touch them. Only what they are after is PVC, bring money, let them share this and that. And forget that whatever that comes in through that way, you can never make use of it. It's a cost, even you and generation. But our people refuse to understand. They are following celebrities. No problem. We will see who. Our stand is freedom. We need freedom. We don't need president. We don't need presidency. We don't need obedience. We don't need disobedience. What we need is freedom. Whether devil like it or not, whether they like it or not, where we stand is where we stand. I want to use this opportunity to encourage all our family members all over the world. Never need to panic. Our freedom is here, and we must surely go home. And also thank you all the panel of judges. I thank you, Mazi Jonathan, for hosting this program. Once again, thank you everybody. Because before I forget, Mazi foreign, because I beg, this program is very, very interesting. But one thing about it, if you come to my area now, most of our people cannot hear this program. Please, I know that it is not easy. It's not easy. Please, due to our radio, none of us, most of people doesn't hear this program. But please, make una try. Anyhow, try it and help us so that our radio will come up. All the programs that is going on in this our beautiful station, most of our people at home doesn't have it. Me that hearing it is due to I have my smartphone and I have my app. But other people at home that can never have this program, please make una help us. Thank you, Mazi. Thank you. May God bless all IPOB members. May God bless our leader. May God bless US. May God bless everybody.
And bless
I sign off from here.
There will bless you too. Thank you. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on who spoke? Caller on signal. Are you there? Caller on signal. No. Caller on WhatsApp. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on WhatsApp.
I can hear you, Mazi.
There, well, welcome to the program. Go on, please.
Okay. Mazi Jonathan Chinedu, good morning from United Arab Emirates. I greet you, all our coordinator, and Mazi Oteforeign, I greet you all, especially our brother from United States. I remain Mazi Miliman. I remain Mazi Malugo. I want to say something about what is happening in America. I just want to encourage the good Biafrans that is in America, which is one of them is this program, the coordinator. I want to tell you people that things have happened to us. We cannot again condone all the saboteurs, all the evil people again in Biafra land, both home and abroad. All we Biafra need you people in America to do to fish the bad egg out of IPOB families. Fish them out. Just as our brother Mazi Jonathan just said that what happened, the rendition that Nigeria government rendition our leader made everything open. All the secret evil people that following us to shouting all hail Biafra, all hail Biafra. Now we have known the wind. We have known the evil people. So we want you people to fish them out. Not only fish them out. You know, our leader said when we chase all these criminals out of IPOB, we follow them on ground. This struggle is a military quasi. Just as our leader said, this struggle is a military quasi. Because things have happened. The saboteurs have done a lot of damage in this struggle. So we cannot condemn any saboteurs again. And when these evil people expelled from IPOB, we need their picture, everything concerning them. And any IPOB, we need them. We need them, please. We need every information about them. IPOB. Also working on abroad, also working on a Biafra land. IPOB. Also Garo Sikililo. Also Garo Sikilili. Also Kaina Wandini feeling IPOB. How we actually are because also Garo Sikiji. And another thing I want to say before I go, because of our other brothers, our other people that want to come. I want to say something about this PVC of something. I want our people, I want billion Biafrans that are hearing our voice tonight to understand that freedom is everything. When you get freedom, you get everything. Forget about PVC, forget about Obi. Obi is going to rule Nigeria just 4 years or 8 years. After that, what happened? Okay, for example, now what happened in Anambra State, to pick an example. After P2B ruled 8 years in Anambra State and do some certain things that he done in Anambra State, when this Omokai came in, what happened? He destroyed everything. And that is what is going to happen in Nigeria. Because this evil Britain, we tell Fulani, allow this P2B to enter, so that this agitation of Biafra restation we come down. Until we go there after 8 years, Fulani we take over and they start the agenda. You will start your suffering again. It's not better that we fight for our freedom and get our freedom. Freedom is everything. Freedom is everything, our people. Freedom is everything. Here they go one too much. Here they are in Kuku. Now you can name me fair. Forget about Nigeria. The foundation of Nigeria is very bad. The agenda of Flami is to inflammate everybody. That is the agenda. So, Mazi Jonathan, that is the only thing I want to say. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You hear me?
Yes.
Okay, Mazi, please, I would want you to contact the National Deputy Coordinator of Dubai, NECA, from business. If you don't have their number, you will call me. I'll give you their number. She requests that you call her or any king, please.
Okay.
Do you hear me?
Okay, it's off. Okay, it's off. No problem.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
No problem. After we treat that on the ground.
Thank you.
Okay. Caller on signal. Can you hear me? Caller on signal. Can you hear me? There. Please go on. Mazi, what is happening? There is too much squeaky noise. Call on signal. Go on. Can you hear me?
Hello?
Caller on signal. Go on, please.
Are they clear now? Is it clear now, sir?
Yes, go on, go on, go on. Yes, go on. No.
They do. And
no, Mazi.
The zoo.
It's the zoo, really.
And that call is very poor.
Very poor. So, Mazi, please, you have to call us back. Caller on signal. The connection is so poor. Caller on signal. Can you? I mean, what's up? Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. We are inching closer towards the end of the program. Please call on WhatsApp. Go on, please.
Okay, Mazi Jonathan, good evening.
There we go.
I really appreciate your good work. May Chukwu Kikabiyama bless you.
And you too.
So what I want to say concerning what is happening now. For me, I know that it's something that must happen, because I'm not shaking concerning this struggle. I know that anyhow it go, it must end up in praise. That's what I know, because for me, God has given us the grace to discern many things. I know what is happening today. It is something that's supposed to happen, because what we are fighting, it is not a small war. It's a heavy war. The issue of PVC. I have took time and imagine that issue, and I come to conclusion that this is a trap. It's a very big trap for IPOB, and this is not a trap from Fulani Caliphate. It is a trap from British and the Western, because they are looking, they are waiting, they are watching on us to say anything bad about a nation, so that they will hold it against us. So I want to appeal to our leader, although I know that they are wise. God has blessed them with wisdom. I want to appeal to our leader not to say anything concerning this election. Let them do their election. That election that they want to do, let them do it. Those PVC they want to collect, let them collect it. Because if IPOB come out today and say we will not vote, what they will do is they will read the election. And after they have read the election, they will now bring a narrative that IPOB has made P2B not to win. And some people, all the gullible people that are following P2B will start kicking against IPOB. So I want our leadership to be wise enough to not fall in the trap that the Westerner and the more especially British, they are the master planner of this. Since they know that since we come up with this presidency, people have been following him, shouting obedient, and they are so on so forth. They have seen what is happening, and they want to use it to trap IPOB so that they will easily tag us.
Thank you, Mazi. We have made your point. You are now repeating. Thank you very much. All these things, the leadership,
God bless you.
notes. Thank you very much. Thank you. Because IPOB is not afraid anyway. The leadership, they are tactical. So that is why IPOB has never made any official statement concerning election. So that is it. Sometimes we give even our enemies secrets of what, even suggestion of what they should do. Caller on signal, you be the last caller. Can you hear me? Welcome to the program. Caller on signal. Can you hear me now? Mazi, your destiny is not. I'm sorry you called back, but it's not. That is a zoo for you. That's a zoo. Zoo a warm again. Oh, when you can in your mansion, but zoo a war.
How zoo effect?
Oh, when you can your millions cannot solve it. That's it. It's the system. That is it.
You cannot solve that nation.
Of course. So I think this is where I'm going to. Let me try to pick this last caller. Callers on direct line have been filtered. I don't know. They don't come. They call, but if I pick the call. Caller, what's up? You be the last caller, please. Welcome to the program. Can you hear me? Caller on WhatsApp, can you hear me? For the last time, caller on WhatsApp, are you there? Can you hear me? The same zoo. Hima, zoo sometimes on a sound look at a country that is a place that is not in this planet, maybe from Jupiter. I'm telling you honestly. What type of this type of place? Do you know? Let me. Do you know that if these politicians in Nigeria, if there is a way they can filter so that the internet will be used by only politicians, they will love it. Do you know that?
Of course, yes, now.
They don't want the public, the population to have anything at all. They want them to be back at the Stone Age.
Upon the charges, so they are collected from them. Upon the charges.
People don't understand the separation they are passing. I'm telling you. Look at the cause. Just look at. It might be that these people maybe have his latest Range Rover Sports 2023. But he cannot, nothing. So ordinary network, ordinary network.
So bad.
No electricity. Everywhere they go, but don't want no man. Mazi, please.
How did you go with all those things?
Of course.
Here's only the things.
Mazi, my hair na ako about the ajọ mmụọ na IPOB is the same thing.
The same mentality.
They just want to, they just want to name people. Can you may exploit? I don't know. You will exploit till when, and what is your gain? That is.
Okay,
let us accept. Hostel, here, and then will you? Do you think that Obiano didn't have the capability of that hostel before going to exploit also in Anambra? Is that what you're telling me?
I call America now.
I see this as it's a sickness. I'm telling you, it's disease. It's sickness.
Syndrome. It's a syndrome. It never goes away.
Very primitive. Backward character. Instead of
and people are encouraging this whole thing. They're encouraging the system.
Yes.
Yeah. Yes. They don't want to revolt. They don't want to challenge. There is power. You said it. Sri Lankans march to the palace and overthrew their government. If every single Nigerian comes out of their house and remain in the street for 24 hours,
where are the student union that have been on strike for a very long time? Why all the billionaires go to North and attack What of Theodoji? Didn't you people see when the money got bought, foreign currency bought his house? These people are greedy, they are very wicked. Now the Mahabakata they are very wicked. Let our people, let them wake up. The students, they are strike. What is that? Those days when this Oshomole, Mazi, that country has spoiled. Let me stop.
Mazi, okay, let us go towards closing the program. Please make your closing remarks, please. Let us.
Okay, Biafrans all over the world. I don't have more to tell you than to let your eye be on the ball, please. Let your eye be on the ball. Don't forget the unconditional release of our leader, the rendition, and our referendum. And before I sign out, people have been calling, especially that our brother who call, please, whenever you come online, you tell us your local government where you want the radio to be. You can call me. I will leave my number now, and I will leave the number of deputy coordinator in Dubai. Because a lot of people have been calling me. I've been calling her. I'll call this number. Take it down. The deputy coordinator of Dubai is Meka. Her number is plus 971 55 744 3329. Especially minimal, please try to reach Neck. It's very important. I don't want to see it on the air. Plus 971 55 744 3329. And my number is plus 4591 777 659. Tell me your report about your radio, your location. Mazi, Biafrans, good night from here. Thank you, Mazi.
There we go. Mazi, Dr. Donald, please.
Biafrans worldwide, I greet you. I thank you for your time. I just want us to keep up the good work and help pray whatever we can do to help release our leader. We want him out of that dungeon. We know that Chukwukike Biama will at the end of the day prevail over his case. We know that God will land us. God will help us and give us strength to restore our nation. But Unad Halamba, please do not be weary. Stand the test of time. This is our time. This is our moment. Nothing can take it away from us. Let us stand and fight. Fight corruption. Fight Kabbalism. Fight anything that stands against the way of IPOB and our progress. Ndewono. Chukwu gozie unu niile.
There were Mazi. Thank you for being here. Biafrans and lovers of freedom, you have heard, because a word is sufficient for the wise. What we do here every day, because we never cease from learning from each other. That is it. Greed is evil. I mean, greed is evil. I say greed is evil. Extreme greed, greediness. Some people enter this struggle with other motives, ulterior motives, money, political contacts, to have different things other than our focus. That is evil. It is a crime, not only a sin but a crime. I'm telling you honestly. Why are you toying with people's collective interests? The collective interests of people. Why are you toying with it? You better go and don't join, continue in what you are doing. It's better than you have a ulterior motive. That's why I used to hammer to our people that we need to get updated, because this is backward thinking, backwardness. It is primitivity. I will not stop from saying it. Do you see the simplicity of the people we call that our enemies, our detractors, the Fulani? You see Dangote. He can sit down. You see him sit down, very simple, eating with ordinary people. That is where I love their system. Their system I love. Do you see their burial? Burial in Islam. I love it. Because as you come, simply they put you on the ground. with one coffin. That coffin is not going with you. They wrap you, if they reach, they carry you from the coffin and put you in the ground, normal, and that's it, because that is it. Pay the last respect, maybe pray in the mosque. I love that system, very simple. Look at our people. You see somebody will be suffering while alive. No person cares. No person will care. Even the sibling will not even care for the person. Now let the person die. That is where now they will want the poor brother or sister or wife and husband to go, and they are ready to lend you money with the collateral. Money will be coming out to lend to you, so that you all these things are something that humans evolution of human being. All these things are what normally we're supposed to be looking at the situation of the time and knowing that, look, all these things are vanity. It doesn't make sense. Somebody will die, the poor family will carry more loan, carry more burden, which will even lead to death, stress, and death of other members because of non-payment of loan and stress. Later. Is all these things good? These are primitive characters. I'm telling you. Human beings development of human beings is a gradual process. Development of tradition. You check, sometimes you take stock of things that doesn't worth it in your tradition, in your way of life, and you discard them. Little by little, you preach against it. Say, no, this thing, we should grow over this. It is not proper for maybe you see one man suffering, being sick, no person cares. No, the family, they don't have money for hospital in Nigeria. They wait until he dies. Now you see the rich uncle or rich brother or rich villager will come and say, tell them, I'm ready to give you money to do the funeral, but bring your land as collateral, so that if you don't pay so time, I take it. Is that right? All these things are things we need to question ourselves. Are these things right? Please, let us simplify this life, so that life will simplify us. I'm telling you, this whole culture inside what we are doing, it is evil. It is simply evil. There are people, what matters to them is money. Where money goes, that is where you see them. Where, ego. And you see that is only what is in their brain, nothing more. If you want to make money, go and do business, go and work, not under IPOB. That is simple. We are not like Nigeria, whereby people want to make money, they enter politics. It's only in Nigeria. Want to make money, go to politics. And people have accepted it. Because when they talk, you see ordinary people talking about billionaire, they say, as a senator, you're a billionaire now. It become normal. Because people are simply ignorant. I'm telling you. Thank you for listening. Biafra is our tradition. Biafra is our religion. Is our identity. Tomorrow is another day. From me, from here, it is simply good evening.
Biafra, ndị ngozi obodo bụ sọma, obodo doro nsọ. The land of the rising sun is a home of hope. a home of the Biafrans. The fire of the eastern land is a promised land, a blessed land of the Chupabiama. Ebeka Onusi Biafra, Ebeka Onusi Biafra.